Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight. Yesterday, daily reminder that this is a daily upload streak here. Yesterday we discovered the entirety of Fungal Waste, I believe. We did pretty much everything there is to do there. We got the Mantis Claw, so now we can wall jump. We defeated the Mantis Lord, so now we are badass. And we got a bunch of new charms. We rescued a new person, new items, we did a lot. Make sure to check it out. We've also marked a bunch of things. And today we're going to a brand new area. The capital of Hollow Knight, that is as it is referred to, the big city. But before we do that, let's check out a few spots that we can access now with our brand new Mantis Claw, which is quite a few places actually, and there's quite a lot. So I don't know how much will get done in the city. But first of all, let's go buy stuff since we are filthy rich. Yeah, we don't care so. First of all, let's go to the map shop. Papanada indeed. Let's buy some more markers, because I'm running out. And stagway pin is nice. These pin will mark stagways. They must have been very lively places when the stags still travel through them. Sure is. Vendors are nice. Every so often you should pass by and see how they're doing. I'm sure they'd like that. That's true. We could complete our honestly, we should at this point. Let's get the cocoon pin. And let's get the hot spring pin. Now, really, if you want to save your money, don't buy the hot spring pin. There are, first of all, very few hot springs. And second of all, there's always a bench next to a hot spring. So, like, even if you want your soul back, because that's what you can do in a hot spring, like, who even cares? And also, they also show up pretty clearly on your map here. Like, if you hide the things here, yeah, you see, like, this is clearly a hot spring, like, even though we don't have the pin for that, and now we do. But yeah, look at this. This is all filled with pins now, with important people, even the hunter, even though he's not like a shopkeeper. Definitely very useful pins right there. Let's see what Sly has to offer for me. Patawas Chio. Now, I of course want to save up for the Lumafly Lantern, but there's not really any dark spots coming up. So, for now, we don't have to buy that. I might actually go to Salubra instead. Because Salubra has some fire charms that I really care about. So, let's do that. And while we're in the crossroads anyway, let's check out a few spots in the crossroads that are now open to us with the Mantis Claw. Okay, I should not do that. My voice is still fricked up. I've recorded every episode on the same day so far, because yeah, I mean, the house is completely empty, so like, now is the chance, right? Now is the chance to scream! So, back at Salubra, we have a bunch of money, and what I mainly want to try to focus on is try to get enough charms to get more notches. Do you have anything to say, though? My dapper gadfly, would you care to know how charms are made? I don't have to tell my customers, what with the truth being a little morbid. But you're a sharp one, so you may have guessed already. Few ways a charm appears, but mainly it's from final wish. A dying bug's potent desire crystallized into these gorgeous, powerful trinkets. Now don't go getting too sad, there are exceptions of course, and really, it's quite beautiful. Makes them all the more precious. Just think of all the little bug souls that went to creating your collection. It's like a crowd of strangers in your pouch, or purse, or whatever it is you keep them. Yeah, my Salubra voice is on point. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can already buy another one. Honestly, that is kind of the first thing I want to buy. You want to wear a lot of charms, don't you? Yes, I do. Because the more charms we can wear, the merrier. For the next one we need 6 more. Okay, that's fine. We could buy another charm here. Honestly, long nail is also really good. That nail you wield is adorable, but you sometimes feel it could be a little longer. So basically, long nail is also Mark of Pride, which is a little less long. Even though it's called long nail. But yeah, that means if you combine Mark of Pride with long nail, you're getting a huge one, alright. So I'm pretty tempted to buy that, because like sometimes you don't even have enough space for Mark of Pride, so then long nail is a good replacement for that. So honestly, I think we'll do it. We're gonna get a lot of money like after this anyway, probably. So yeah, long nail is achieved. So we can now put on more things. So let's read about long nail here. Increases the range of the bearer's nail, allows them to strike foes from further away. Did I showcase every charm so far? I didn't. The sports room, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. So let me put on that. And honestly, I'm fine with how we have it right now. Yeah, I think this is good. So the first place I want to show you guys with our Mantis Claw, and it's actually just one place, and that is under the entrance of Green Path, because otherwise I think we're good here. So let's go to there. And now that we're here, we can get the money I was too lazy to get. It's kind of dangerous though. There you go. Oh, also there's actually another place that I can reach now with the Mantis Claw, so it's a good thing we went back here. And that will be back here. The place we saw before but couldn't reach, but now with our Mantis Claw we can very easily crawl our way through here. We gotta dodge a few golems here though. So there you go. It's not too hard though. And boink. And dash through here. Boop, dash through here. Yep. Zigzag our way through and drop down. And that gives ourselves another beautiful mass shard, which gives ourselves 2 already for the new one, which is great actually. Going on a very good pace right now for the mass shards. The more the merrier, like I said, guys. The faster you can get these, the better. And actually, we're going on our way to another one. So we might get a new mask in this episode. So back in the big elevator room, if you just wall jump here, there it is. It's kind of secret, but also at the same time you can clearly see it on the map. There's an extra entrance under here. We could have already gotten through here. However, there wasn't really anything of importance here. But now that we have the Mantis Claw, this is the place to be. So let's kill a few of those gruzzers. We don't need any soul. So right here, you see a clear wall where you do a little bit of this. However, there is a easy-ish way to get here early without any upgrades at all. And that is with the simple fact of pogoing. If you pogo, I guess I'm a little too excited. Pogo like this. If you pogo like this, boom, you make it right up here. Yeah, it's not too hard. It takes a few hits, I guess. And there's the sports room effect right there. We'll probably see it in action soon. The thing is, however, if you make it through here without Mantis Claw or Dash, you're gonna be in a little bit of some trouble here. So I still recommend just waiting until you have Mantis Claw. Because right here, there is a sneaky boss waiting. Also, this is the tutorial on how to look down. Very useful indeed. So yeah, you can indeed look down. Like, this is the thing, right? You get a tutorial on how to look down, but not on how to pogo. It still baffles me. But yeah, there is a boss here waiting for us. And if you come here without Mantis Claw or Dash, it's gonna be a toughie. It's gonna be a toughie. Now, don't mind me. I'm just gonna get Siri on my lap again. Yeah, it's okay. Oh. This will definitely not go wrong in the middle of the recording like last time. Oh my god. We got Siri back on track, guys. Okay, there you go. So let's go to the left first. I don't know if there is actually anything of importance besides like money. This, by the way, is one of the only spots that I believe is like, it's there, but it's useless. Because this looks pretty suspicious. But really, there's nothing here. And to this day, I wonder what this is. Like, hello? No enemies, no anything. Just an empty spot. We got some more soul here. Let's get everything we need. That's actually one of the biggest soul totems there are. With, like, the most amount of soul. Don't know exactly how much. Yeah, this loops back around. We can open that up. Get some money. But yeah, I don't know what that weird open spot is. If any one of you guys know, let me know. Because normally, everything has a purpose. That, however, doesn't. So let's go to the right here. And as you can see, there are quite a few hints here on what we could fight. So, yeah. I think we'll be ready. Our next boss, the Brooding Malek. It is quite difficult, actually, if you're not prepared. He spits out goo, he slashes on the side that you are, and at some points yeah, spits everywhere, so you have to jump over him. This is why dash is already very important, because jumping over him without dash is very clunky. Healing on this fight is also very hard, besides this moment right there. Ooh, I didn't do it right. The sports room is helping tremendously here. This does a lot of extra damage. Yeah, you want to heal right after he does that, like right here. And then get a little bit lucky. Don't stand right next to him, of course, because bro is slashing every time. Oh yeah, don't forget the spells, of course. There you go. Okay, take a hit. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Boom, boom, boom. Take this moment to kill, kill, and kill. Yeah, bro is pretty tanky if you do him early on. But it should be fine. Don't underestimate this boss fight though, because even though he looks small and pretty easy, he can do a lot compared to the bigger ones, the main bosses. Anyway, with that, we got another mask shard, bringing us to 3 pieces here. So if we just find one more, we'll be set. We'll be ready for another beautiful mask. And then we can open up a shortcut here. That brings us back to the corner of a room again. With that, yeah, that is pretty much everything we've got to do here. Let's see what we can do in Green Path now with our amazing little Mantis Claw. But let's first check out the grubs here, because we got a few more. So why not? I'm here anyway. Hello, little grubbies! I'm here for some rewards! Yum, 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 yum. Ooh, and we get an extra little item over here. Let's get all the money first, though. The item he gave us is a brand new charm, and a really good one at that. So, grub collecting is really worth it. The grub collecting is important for 100% in the game, because he gives you charms, and like I said, charms are needed for extra percentages. So even though you don't want to collect the grubs, you kind of have to. You kinda have to. So let's check out that charm. But before we do, if you want to leave, you can of course always press up and ascend. But you can actually also manually leave by just wall jumping up. Not only just to do that, but there is actually a secret here in between. So if we go to the left here, we got another Hollow Nest seal, bringing us to 5, is it? Yes, 5 relics out of 43. I really like that secret, because like you're never obligated to leave manually like that. But then they just leave a little secret in like that. That's why I do want to collect all those little relics, because they're clever little secrets. Alright, let's take off the Wayward Compass for now and put on Grub Song, which contains the gratitude of freed grubs. Gain soul when taking damage. It's as simple as that. You take damage, you gain soul. This is really good for platforming sections when you are stuck in a specific part where you can't get any soul, which is a lot of the time, that's the case. And then you get a little bit more soul every time you take damage, you get a little bit more attempts. But it's also good for combat in general. Let's go to Green Path and see what we can get now with our wall jump. Welcome back to Green Path. Let me check the map real quick, because I don't think there are many things. I think it's just that room at the bottom there. There's of course the stone sanctuary at the right there, but we need a lantern for that. And yeah, we kind of spent our money. Oh, there's also the marker at the bottom there. So pretty much we just gotta get to the bottom. So I don't think there's any way for us to get this still. Oh, unless you're omega skillful. Do a wall jump on the right, do a wall jump to the left with a dash, and it gets ourselves another Hollow Nest seal. You could also just wait for this until you are able to like cross this way easier. But no, I did it this way. And am I stuck now? Okay, nice. Okay, I was kind of scared. That was actually pretty epic. And I let out a big fart. Let's kill some birds. And we got enough of those. Okay, so I won't be killing any more birds. Promise, promise. I'm kidding, I won't promise. Now we're all the way here in this water room again. Because last time we went all the way to the left here, yes, but we were blocked by a pretty high wall. Okay, that was dumb. But now we have the Mantis Claw. Oh my god. Yeah, and as you can see, the Mark of Pride also really helps with pogoing, because you have a much bigger range of pogoing without missing. So now we can go over here. and continue our water journey here. There you go. Go up here, slash this down, and read about this epic lore over here. Though want our lands, a pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. Yeah, so this is talking about a different person. A person with different ideas. Interesting, interesting. I think I'm pretty sure I know who they're talking about, but interesting, interesting. Anyway, going up here will grant you something new we haven't gotten before. A vessel fragment. This is something completely different from the mask shards. As you can see right here. A vessel fragment. Fragment of a white vessel made to contain soul. Collect 2 more to form a full vessel, allow you to carry more soul. Yes. So, besides our mask shards here, we also can collect soul vessels here. That will make us carry more soul. But also, let me check some bosses real quick, since those are kind of pretty cool to read. The Mantis Lords, leaders of the Mantis tribe and its finest warriors. They bear tin-nail lances and attack with blinding speed. The Mantis tribe and the bugs of Old Hallownest had no love for each other. The Mantises outlived their rivals though, and their civilization still stands. Yeah, so a pretty individual group right here. Still living, because they're just badass like that. Then we also have the brooding Malek. Ferocious but extremely social creature. Becomes aggressive if not able to mingle with its own kind. Oh god. You see that suspicious hole at the bottom there? That's what happens. I hear this beast crying out sometimes as I prowl the caverns. Although I've never actually laid eyes on it. Who or what is it calling for? As far as I can tell, its voice is never answered. I think my bro is just a little bit frustrated in some shape or form, if you know what I mean. I mean, that could actually very well be the case. That might just actually be what's going on here. Anyway, that is pretty much it in this area. There's one more thing here in Green Path that I'm gonna get right now, and that is under us here. So to the way to Fog Canyon, like I said, there is a little secret at the corner here, but now that we have the wall climbed, there's actually a little secret here with another wondrous journal. This is a pretty easily missable one. I have not seen many people collect this. Maybe I don't think I've actually met anyone who've collected this, or seen it at least. So let's remove those markers. The real way to find out about that like little journal is with the sound again, because there was a little shining sound. So really keep your ears peeled. Okay, now that we have the Spores room though, that can do this. As you can see, it just killed that guy. Be careful with the big jellyfish though, because you know what happens when you kill those. Now that we have this charm, we unlock a few special places. Something that is pretty well hidden, because you gotta have this charm equipped and be at a few specific locations, so it is quite rare to naturally encounter this. But I guess that's what this Let's Play is for, to show you where that is and what it entails. So back in the fungal wastes. Remember those little spots that look pretty suspicious, but there wasn't really anything there? That is exactly where we're going. If you have the Spores room equipped, those suspicious little places will have something there. And they're pretty much only found here in the fungal wastes, so it makes sense. Mushrooms with mushrooms, and you can actually hear some voices if you're quiet. And once you get closer, there it is. It opens up some extra lore. So let's check it out. Warily shall we accept the will of the worm. Its prescience shields us. Fate and future we shall entwine. All I can really say is that the mushroom group here, like the mushroom enemies here, are all their own kind here. And they also interact with the other people around here. And yeah, all you gotta know is that the mushroom people are not the smartest per se. Now I wanna see if I can get this relic already without anything else. Like, let's see if I can just... Oh yeah, actually, I think that's the intended way, never mind. I thought you needed something else as well, but no. So we get another wondrous journal right here. We're doing great with those. Let me remove this and run away. So now there's one more spot to check. And that is this one with another Spore Shroom secret. So let's quickly go there, and then we can head on our way to the next area. And you can already hear the muffled voices. Let's try to dodge this. Beautiful. And there is another place right there. Okay, don't kill me. There you go. This border bounds the twisting, scratching things. Their dead sire, once of 100 cased. Their sealed mother, but the common beast. No peace with them we make. So this is talking about pretty much that this is the edge here of the fungal waste. And it is close to the scary area, you know, where we could have dropped in here. And it's kind of talking about what's kind of happening in there. Again, I can't really say too much here, so that's where I'll keep it for now. That is everything here we can pretty much get here. So let's go to right over here to see what this big ol' city is all about. Sorry about that. Anyway, welcome back. We're back here where we last saw Hornet. So I guess let's continue stalking her like the creep we are. And we can now finally cross this, but just with a little bit of a harder route. No easy bridge for us, but it should be no problem. We just go up here, go down here, and boom. You might have saw a little route up there. There's that's actually nothing, I believe. We can actually recheck this, because I might be mistaken. Oh, actually it is something. This is a little salt mountain, which, I mean, at the same time, it's also kind of nothing. So we opened the first part of the bridge. And now, boom, boom, boom. And boom, and boom. We've reached the other side. And as you can clearly already see, there's much more architecture here already. And then we find ourselves seeing this statue. Now, if you have a memory of at least a little bit more than a goldfish, you might remember this boss from episode 2, and that is because that is exactly the guy who it is. Or at least the armor is the same, because the guy within it is different. And luckily we stole the city crest from him, so we can put it in here. A large knight statue, there is a socket on its chest, insert the city crest. Bars right there. So we put it right there. And boom, the city opens just for us. And we're doomed. Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Yep. This is the moment you're getting locked in. If you're not ready for this, don't go in here yet. But most people would not know that they are getting locked in. So now you're all on your own, in a new area, new location, and you gotta find a way to get out of here again. Anyway, there's some money here. And there is a breakable floor here, which we can't do anything with. But I can already tell you that breakable floor is not really that important, because it just brings you back outside. So, okay, well, maybe it is important if you want to try to escape from the left side here. But I think we'll find another way. Anyway, we are now in the city, in a brand new area. If you see that guy above there, be careful, because he will try to kill himself, just to kill you. At least that's a free entry for us right there. We've got some normal guys in as well, with a lot of big cars. I love those big cars. They're very satisfying to destroy. We can go up here, but up here is nothing. Besides a nice little scenic view here. So we go down here. We have our first new enemy here. And he groans like a smoker. You know, of someone who has been smoking for 50 years. No match for us though. Another one of the squeakies. Yeah, if you hear some squeaking sounds, and it does not sound like a grub, be careful, because it's one of those. Then we get some horned guys over here. And let's make our way downwards. Okay, Mr. Guy, I should really advise you to stop smoking. There you go. And then, listen to the beautiful music playing. This, for many people, this is probably the best moment for most players in this game. When they finally get to this place, the music plays, see the rain drip down the windows here, and just see how big this game really is. Just see how this small indie game with little bugs is actually so expensive, and that we have barely scratched the surface, or I guess the underground here, of this very expensive game. Actually, expensive as in big, not expensive because it's pretty cheap. This is such a beautiful moment. Such a cozy feeling as well. Seeing the rain drip down when you're inside this little building here. This is when Hollow Knight begins to click for most people. Just like me. This is when you get really hooked. And when you have elevators, which is also one of the greatest things here. Yeah, it's going to get pretty epic right now. We got some lore over here. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave. That is pretty self-explanatory. Everything was closed. And I guess we're also stuck here now, so they're kind of right. So yeah, these elevators only like go up and down with this middle lever here. So they can be kind of clunky, but they're very, very funny to use. And then we have Quirrell here. The best Quirrell moment of the entire game. Watching the rain drip down with your boy. Oh, and he looks at us like that. He's so cool, I want to be like you. The capital lies before us, my friends. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder? Or something else that holds me back? Maybe it's the beauty. The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it must be. Yeah, because we're underground, so how does it rain? I mean, there is an answer to that question. If you look down from here, through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. This city presents some formidable foes. Oh, I'll be careful, alright. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of the rain upon glass. You're not the only one, Quirrell. Break the glass! Yeah, this is like top 3 Hollow Knight moments. Maybe it's even number 1 at this point. So that's why I think it's the perfect time to end the episode. I'm just gonna sit here with Quirrell and chill out for a bit. I mean, really, there's no better place to stop an episode than here. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, we're actually going to explore the city. There's so much waiting for us here, and this is where the game truly gets peak. I mean, it was already peak, but it really peak here, okay? Anyways, I'll see you guys there tomorrow, same time, you know the deal. And yeah, there's only one thing left to say, and that is... subscribe!